Hello Capricorn, welcome. This is your September general new moon reading. I guess it's a new moon reading. We just came out of a new room. Let's start that again. Hi Capricorn. This is a general reading for September. This is a general reading for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So the messages are for whoever needs to hear them. They're not going to resonate with everyone. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your own signs. And let's see what the universe has in store for all of our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this September. What messages, dear universe, do you have for our Capricorns? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What's your overall energy, Capricorn? You're having a hard time manifesting things that you need. Hang in there. What are you giving up for? I feel like you've given up. Yeah, it's like, why are you giving up? Don't give up, Capricorn. So you feel really defeated. You've tried and tried and tried. Quite possibly you were dealing with somebody and they let you down. You know, I think there's just this issue of like, oh God, it still isn't working. I just feel the sense that you struggle a lot. You know, this need for judgment. I feel like you want to move on from something. Like you need to right a wrong somehow. And maybe you're feeling that's why you can't move on. I mean, you want your freedom. And I feel like there's something holding you back from making these final moves. You might have a fire energy. A Leo comes to mind because of this lion, you know, who might help be a catalyst and maybe helping you to move on from where you are right now. But, you know, all is not lost. All is not lost. And I feel like you start to pick up a sense of confidence. You know, I think there's definitely somebody that comes in and helps you out. And when they come in and they help you out, it lifts you. It truly lifts you. You know, it's like that one final boost that you needed because you felt so defeated for so long. You know, it's like everything you've tried has like not come to pass. You try new things and then it's like shot down. There is somebody around you, Capricorn, who's very jealous of you. This Queen of Swords. I mean, this is somebody who doesn't want to see you have this new start because I think they see that once you take off, you could probably really soar. So use your intuition. I feel like you've been around the block. You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly which person it is that has this jealousy towards you. But I think in the end you will win. You know, so, you know, it's that kind of energy. They don't want to see you succeed because you are going to succeed. So here in the present moment, Capricorn, I feel like there's a part of you that feels very solid, very grounded, very stable, very single. I see a single Capricorn here. Yet, again, it's like with this Magician reverse. There's something just so off right now. And it's like you just feel like life has not been fair to you. Even though you're okay, you just feel like you've been shortchanged or something. Yeah, but I think it's just, I get the feeling that it's more like this emotional response that you're having. Like, you know, Capricorns are very melancholy by nature. And I think, you know, don't go there. You know, if things are starting to go good, I mean, there's a fire you have inside of you. And you've got to let these changes happen so that new opportunities can come your way. You know, because all is not lost. I can't, you know, I don't know what that means to you, Capricorn, but that keeps coming up. You know, all is not lost. So there's probably pieces to a puzzle that will bring you a lot of success and a new beginning. You know, so again, you know, you're almost there is what I feel. So just because you're feeling, you know, like really down and out, I feel like, you know, there's some divine intervention comes in. Like this angel kind of blows her horn down and, you know, maybe you've been out with your girlfriends or something, you know, and good things start to happen. I think you start to lighten up and you start to feel better. because you've been feeling really stuck. But I think there's movement happening, even if it's not dramatic movement. Maybe it's like moving at a snail's pace. That's not fast enough for you. Ooh. But look, the sun's about to shine. I'm not going to take all those cards. That's too many. Let's see, dear universe, what messages do you have? What's hanging above our Cappies right now? Yeah, the need to make a decision. I think a lot of you have pulled back. I think there was a lot of talk, a lot of gossip about you. I think there was a lot of energy. See, I get this energy of, you know, this 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and this 2 of Swords. It's like, and I feel like it's more your mental. I know, I'm not even picking it up as this is somebody external, although there is an energy around you who I think is very deceptive. You might have somebody who acts a little like a bully around you. But if anything, it drives you into, you know, you really being solid in your own self. But you're going to make a decision here. You know, because I feel like, you know, things are going at a snail's pace, but the tables start to turn. And like I say, you're almost there. You're on this road to this new beginning, a successful new beginning. So don't let anybody try to, you know, like, you know, damper anything on you. You know, this 5 of Swords, you know, I feel like you've fought your way to where you are now. And now you're at a point, you know you're at that crossroads. And I think you make a decision on how to move, because ultimately, you know, you want to have what it is that you're not manifesting. Success, a new beginning, a fresh start. I feel like you want to put your past behind. You want to feel good. And I just think life has been so down and out for so long that it's hard for you to believe that it could actually turn. And I think you still have one foot ready to, like, you know, say, oh, I've got to be ready if I've got to do this on my own. Now, as far as people in your life, I see a Virgo, I see a Leo, I see an Aries. I'm just wondering whether some of these people can be clear, you know, can be like key people in your life. The Leo for sure. You know, because I feel like they help you stand up. I think they pick you up and say, look, you've got to walk away from something. But it's whatever you walk away from, Capricorn, it's going to bring you strength. It'll put you in your power. Because right now, you know, you're feeling so defeated. Like, there is this energy of like, nothing ever goes right for you. It never goes right for you. And why are you always trapped? And there's a way out of all of this. And I feel like there's this new beginning, but it's in the midst of stuff. And here we have that Queen of Swords reversed. Be very careful, because I think people are watching how you make your moves. And I think you're going to move into a direction that it's so successful. You know, and I think people don't want, they might have heard your idea. They have an idea of what you want to do. There's somebody doesn't want to see you move in that direction. You know, but you know better, and you know who it is. Now we have a Pisces come out. So I feel like your intuition is guiding you, and you're listening, and that's what it's going to take. There's a lot of conflict around you. I think there's a lot of internal conflict as to whether or not you're making good moves or steps. I see you making some really positive moves, because you're moving away from situations that don't serve you anymore. And you're done sitting back, you know, feeling guilty is what I get. You can't feel guilty because you're walking away from a past that no longer is a part of you. You know, and that could mean walking away from people, walking away, you know, some of you may have moved. There was a lot of movement for Capricorn this summer. Maybe you've had to move away from people you love in order to, like, be who you really are. That could have been going on. But I see you moving on without regret. Because, yeah, there's something you're after that's got a lot of passion to it. You know, it's like you're on fire. It's like once you break free of this past that has held you back, I think you will be really surprised at how quickly things start to turn. Um, for some of you, I think you've been disappointed because I think you thought your life was going to be going in a different direction than where it did. And all of a sudden the universe kind of plucked you out and said, nope, we're going in another direction, because the universe wants to make you an empress. So I think you have this really passionate idea. I mean, there's definitely this birth of something that I think it's something you've always wanted. For some of you, you may meet somebody. It's funny. I almost wonder whether you're out and about walking around, taking a part, like a walk in the woods and you meet someone. Isn't that funny? But I think it's in one of those places you least expect. You might meet somebody that, you really get along with. There was a little bit of that going on. But there's an ending in your world. I mean, this is a very transformative ending. I mean, in this card, the death card, I mean, it's about, you rising up like a phoenix. So you are being truly transformed in a direction that I don't even think you can see where it's going to take you. It's a good direction. You may have to walk alone for a while. That's okay. I think you're ready. I think you've already walked alone enough that it, because here you are as the Nine of Pentacles. You know what it takes for you to become this empress. And I think you're on that direction and you are going to start making some good choices. Because the clearer you are with the universe, the better the universe can answer what it is that you want. If you say, oh, I want a job, and the universe gets you a job at McDonald's, and you're like, well, but I don't want that job. Well, that's because you didn't tell the universe you didn't want that job. You just said a job. So be more specific. What exactly is you want? Ask exactly what you want from the universe so that the universe can provide that for you, and not guess so that you get upset and frustrated. So I don't know who that was for, but that was a specific message for a Capricorn out there. Yeah, the sun is about to shine. Things are turning around. So I feel like by the end of this month, I think you're going to feel really, really good. I think you're going to feel emotionally balanced. I think you're going to feel like you're this bright, shining star. Everything that you've ever dreamed of, I think, is going to come your way. You are going to get a wish that you've always wanted. But you have to let this tower fall, and you have to accept the changes that come and not try to hang on to a past that you can't bring with you. So yeah, there's something comes out by this full moon that will, I think, turn things around and help you make a decision so that you can finally feel like, the past that you bring with you is the good, not the bad. Leave the past behind. Take the memories that make you feel good with you. But all that past stuff, and it's almost like, the past where people have defined you as, oh, you're the Capricorn. You're the one that's in charge of everything. You're the responsible one. Maybe, Capricorn, you don't want to be responsible right now. Maybe you would rather just be responsible to you and not be responsible for everyone around you. So I feel like there's just these new opportunities, these fresh new opportunities that are coming your way. Yeah, so this past, and I think this person who is very jealous of you is somebody who's coming with you from the past, who just refuses to see you happy. They want to see you in pain. But, you're in a better place. You're in a better place, and you know what you can turn around. Because you're willing to walk alone if you have to. I think that's a very powerful position to be in. Because I think a lot of people don't know how to be alone with themselves, for like long periods of times. And I think this Capricorn is very good at that. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be alone as long as you feel better. But this is a big transformation that's going to bring you ultimately some real great happiness. So if you're not feeling so good right now, Capricorn, just hang in there. You're almost there. All is not lost. Really, all is not lost. The sun is about to shine on your parade because it's your turn, Capricorn. I'll tell you that. It's your turn. All right, so let's see. Anything else for our Capricorns for this month of September? Yeah, so I think you need to let your guard down a little bit. You're going to be, I feel like you're going to be stepping in some uncharted territory. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. Is like you're going to be, life is going to be different. It's not what you thought it was. I feel like when I say uncharted territory, it's like this is a whole new way of life for you. And it's one I think that is really necessary because it'll break you free of like the standards, you know, the box. So I feel like this is your time to really come out of the box, Capricorn. Yeah, so it's time to make a decision about your future and how you want to move on, because right now, I mean, you have suffered some real, like, I feel like there's been some financial loss in your world. I mean, and it's kept you down, and it's almost kept you to the point where you don't want to come out. For some of you, you were involved with somebody who you weren't the only person. It was a three-party situation here. I think there's a lot of healing. You've suffered so much disappointment when it comes to love, when it comes to money. And I think you're really in a place where it's like, gosh, I just don't know if I can open myself up one last time and make myself vulnerable, because you've been burned so much. But I think you need to take this one last chance. All is not lost, Capricorn. All right, so this is about your freedom. This is about you breaking away from structures that have held you down, that have put you in a box, that have kept you from really being who you are. Because I think there's a lot more to a Capricorn than, you know, just somebody who's the responsible one. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, you feel like you haven't been in a position of advantage, but I think you are now. And I think now what's coming is like more offers. I think you have a lot of people starting to show up around you, because as you start to feel good and you start to stand up and be very independent, people are taking notice of you. And that includes people who are interested in you for reasons other than work. Yeah, so quit worrying. Quit worrying, okay? You're right where you're supposed to be. And you've been around the block enough to know. You have a lot of experience. You have a lot of wisdom. You've been there, done that. So, you know, you've got a lot of tools under your belt to help you move on. So some of you might be reflecting on the past. You know, I think really, you know, you can reflect, and you know, there's always a way to find an answer to fix things right now. And I think this Four of Cups is making you just kind of sit and sit with yourself. What is it that you really want, Capricorn? What is it you really want? Because the universe is on your side. And I think these are a lot of past issues of karmic lessons, some that you got involved with and felt really trapped with. And it was just a matter of, how do I break out of this? Because you felt so defeated. You know, you had to find some real inner strength and courage. And I think you found that. And now it will be rewarded. And I think by the end of this month, you're going to feel better than you ever have. I don't think you can even begin to like understand how free you will feel when all of this has passed. And it's like life gives you a whole new road. Oh, it's just a matter of time. Let's see. Anything else for our Capricorns? There's a card up. Queen of Cups. So I feel like your emotions come into balance. I think you start to calm down. I think the worst is over. For sure, Capricorn, the worst is over for you. So, final cards. Yeah, I think there's a new offer. You know, you might be looking at a new job that would put an end to a painful cycle. You know, I think there's, I think you get an offer, and this offer will bring you everything that you really, that structure, that balance, everything that you've been after. you know, and put an end to this painful past that no longer serves you. I mean, I think some of you sacrificed a lot in the name of your job. You sacrificed a lot in the name of your relationship. And by doing that, it really weakened you. And, you know, you were the one that was always left feeling really sad. So I do see you walking away, you know, because you're walking away towards something that's going to bring you balance, because you're done. You're done feeling like crap. Honestly, it's your turn. It's really your turn. So change is on the horizon here for you, Capricorn. If you have not moved already or made some moves in work, I think that all of that is about to happen. Yeah, this is your future we're talking about. So past relationships that, you know, maybe you were always left out, because I do feel like this is a single Capricorn, and you haven't picked men very well. The ones that you've picked have cheated on you, or they didn't really they didn't respect your self-worth. But I think now, yeah, they cheated on you a lot. You know, I think now you have more of a feeling of your self-worth, so that you're not going to look for that kind of energy. You want something that is really balanced, not something that is going to keep you down. So I think you come in your power. You truly come into your power. All right, anything else for our Capricorns? Ugh, you're so mixed up. I know you're, the cards are all mixed up. You're so mixed up, Capricorn. So take a deep breath and just know that all is not lost. You know, you're really impatient. I mean, you want everything to happen right now. All is not lost. That's your message. All right, with that, rest up. Things are about to change, and you're going to end up with this 10 of Cups. You know, be patient. Everything is coming. You know, sometimes you saw, you know, I think for some of you, you saw a future with somebody and then it didn't pan out. Well, because it wasn't meant to be, you know. So don't let that dim your light, okay? Don't let that dim your light. Maybe it was an Aquarius that did that to you. But all is not lost. All is not lost. All right, with that, I'm going to end this, Capricorn. So I will see you at the next reading. I will throw out a few more readings this month, so stay tuned. If you like this reading, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button, share, subscribe, donate. It's all good. All right, until the next reading, blessed be, Capricorn. Bye now.